heading to TCAM. It is actually 7:30 in the morning, and it is quite early. We are, my truck is getting some work done at another shop, my F450. So we're over here in the regular cab work truck, just getting her done. Got LP riding with me. What's up?
None.
Yeah, we're heading to TCAM. We're gonna pick up some motos and then head back to the shop. So hope you guys are excited. It's been a while since I filmed it at TCAM. They've been moving and grooving, hammering stuff out. They got a bunch of badass builds, got some badass cars, so we'll do like a whole little shop overview of what they got going on, talk about some motos, talk about some camshafts that you guys can get, and yeah, TCAM Performance is the house of horsepower. I mean, you wanna make some power, you go to TCAM. 178 miles an hour at 2760. It's early. It is early.
I put this thing through the real test going to Maryland with it.
Yeah, this is one of my work trucks. This thing is an absolute champ. It is a 99 2500, just like pre-HD era, and it's got 272,000 miles. 272. Bro, it is early. My brain, it's like struggling. But this thing right here is a unit. It's got an LS with iron heads on it. It's like Gen 1 LS iron heads. But she's a trooper. Like 50 pounds of oil pressure cruising, 4L80 transmission, something like this. I picked this sucker up for $4 grand down in South Carolina, and this truck has made me a whole lot more money than that. So if you guys are interested in doing some storm work, this is all she takes. Got my fuel transfer tank in the back there. You guys saw us put that thing together yesterday. We're ready to go. Got my toolbox.
Doesn't turn over 3,000.
Doesn't barely.
This thing is like this top dog.
Yeah, this thing, like, I've never seen it over 3,000 RPMs. It's got a nice Gen Y hitch on the back. What else? What are some other? Oh, it's got some like bigger tires on it. Everyone said when I first got this truck, I made a video, tow like crap. But in fact, it does not tow like crap. Even though it's like gross vehicle weight or like maximum towing capacity is like less than what 1500 is now, or just, I think, was it slightly over it?
Yeah.
But it's 8 lug, so meets all the rules. I got a wheel bearing to put in it also. It's at the shop. I just haven't got around to it in years.
We've been talking.
Dude, since I got it, needed a wheel bearing, and I bought them the same day.
How many miles have we put on it?
I don't know.
Click the OD.
I don't even know how to. I don't know how to work this. All right, y'all. So we're up here at TCAM, and we got some motors loaded up. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But before we leave, we got to show you the Corvette they got here. I'm sorry, I look like a damn silhouette. All right, I'm back. You guys have seen this Corvette. We tested with Kevin and Jared. Was it last year? Was it last year? Right? Maybe, like a year and a half ago, down in Orlando. And this thing is an absolute rocket ship. It is set up to run RVW, and it's crazy. TCAM power plant. They just made some configuration changes. This is probably one of like the nicest Corvettes in the world. So we'll ask Kevin about it. We'll bug him a little bit. It's got some DCF shine on there, so it's got like the whole team involved. And unfortunately, Jared, who is Australian, lives in Australia, he's not allowed to come over. Is it due to COVID? COVID's keeping him away. So Kevin is the driver during this time. During this time, you know, it's a real pain in the ass that Kevin's got to drive this because Jared's not around. But I think you'll do it.
I'm just a test dummy.
I know it's like twisting your arm to have to drive this, right?
Yeah, you know, I only drive nice stuff, so. Well, we got to go over. We've obviously changed a lot of things on it. Jared was gone, so while we done that, we wanted to change the rear end underneath it. Done a billet rear end. Put the 5-speed in it, got all that done.
That's the big change, the 5-speed. Went from what, a 3-speed lockup?
3-speed lockup to the 5-speed, and a lot of people would say you're crazy because we never even really made a full pass on the car. We changed all that up, but we felt that that's probably the direction we need to go in. We think it's going to be way faster.
Trying new stuff to stay ahead of the curve. Yeah. The class has gotten like unbelievably fast.
And honestly, turbo cars don't hardly even exist in radio versus world no more, but we're going to try.
What, mainly blower cars?
Blower cars.
And nitrous cars, too. Yeah. A couple nitrous cars. Yeah. So you guys are on RVW with this thing. Now I got to ask you, I bring it up in every video. You've been faster than 411. You've been fat. What's your current PB?
383 maybe.
And that was in the red Mustang.
Yep.
So that was
in the Truth.
Is that what it's called? The Truth.
The Truth.
Had big motor, twins. Similar setup to this, but like
Yeah.
the version 1.
Yeah.
So what motor is this? You guys built this in house.
So Noonan block, Noonan heads. We spec'd all the rotating parts and we've done all that. Done all the machine work, other than make the block and heads. But
So it's got those top fuel hoops in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything.
Hey, everything.
Does your truck have top fuel hoops?
No, but it should. It should.
And this thing is crazy. You guys have seen it before. It's all shined up, and it's got what size turbos are they? Twin.
Them are actually 98s.
Twin 98s. Wow. You guys know how fast we go with one of them, so just imagine 2. That thing should rock and roll pretty good. So transmission change, kind of changed everything up in the car.
Yeah, tie drive, 5-speed. Again, honestly, it's sort of new to me too, so we're gonna learn this deal as we go. When you raise the car up, you guys see the rear end.
The rear end is literally art. Give a shout out to Jared there. If you guys are in the need for some titanium hardware, hit him up. You'll see that logo.
Anybody interested in titanium bolts, anything like that, hit Jared up. Apparently they make a lot of that stuff. So.
Yeah, it's badass. I'll throw a link to his Instagram there. They got a bunch of titanium hardware kits and everything you can get. And this car's decked out with them as well. Are those new wheels too in the back? God. The black Alphas are pretty tough.
We might have to look back in the video.
We got Jared's logo on the rear end.
Alright, that thing is insane. So that's a full billet rear end.
Full built carbon brakes all the way around.
So this thing is like modular, like on bolts and
Oh yeah.
that,
Sections out of it.
that is... you know what? I'm not going to say that's overkill, but that's insane. That is insane.
When you want the baddest of the bad, there it is.
Yeah, so this is like top tier radial racing. It doesn't get any more badass than this, really. I mean, this is like top of the line.
Not that there's not cars out there that's as nice. They are.
Yeah, but this what you're looking at is one of those cars.
It's a bad machine.
There's not many cars that you can say are like as well put together as this thing. So this thing is sweet. So we're gonna do some testing with it. When I say we, you are, and we're gonna fill the fuel tank up.
But you got to help.
Well, we'll help you. We'll help you.
No, the guys here at the shop will help. You guys are gonna help. So
Does that mean I get to tune?
yeah.
oh. All right, and this thing is.
But honestly, I'm looking forward to Jared getting to come back over here. We always have a good time together.
Yep. No, it'll be good. So
running a car like this is not a one-person deal.
Yeah, I was about to say, what all does it take? It takes a crew of people. And then a lot of time, a lot of testing, a lot of wear and tear on parts.
Yeah, it's constantly something. It's a full-time job. I mean, that's, Jared wanted me to drive it for a while, and I've been reluctant just because of time and help. We got to.
Yeah, literally, there ain't no good help around here.
No.
Well, this thing is sweet. So, what do you think? What do you be happy with? Go out there, test it a little bit, really start to get dialed in. Like, what do you think the end goal is?
Fastest car in the world.
Which is?
I don't know. What is it?
340. You going for a 340 flat?
Needs to be.
Oh my
We're
god.
trying to go faster than 349.
349, then be the fastest radial car in the world. That is insane.
They say you can't do it with turbo. We'll see.
Well, I don't know anyone that's got turbo and a 5-speed. So this is like.
I think there's a couple, but not radial cars.
No, I know like Andy Jensen, my boy Andy Jensen from back home. He had like a stick car with a 5-speed. They went pretty good. Fast small block.
I'm just saying. 5-speed in the Blizzard.
Put a clutch in there. Logan's been trying to get me to get a 5-speed for anything, but I was a little bit reluctant. So, all right, well.
Once you see this thing in action, you're gonna have to have it.
I hope that doesn't happen because those are a little bit pricey compared to a 400. But
That ain't that bad.
not that bad. It's like the entire budget for the car. Oh, not that bad. So, what do you think timeline wise? I was talking to you earlier. You said you've been working on it, getting a couple odds and end things done, getting close to firing it up again.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping to have it on the dynos maybe next week. It really depends on the schedule of the shop. I'm really so busy here. That's why I was working on it so late last night. I just don't have tons of time, but we got to make time. So
you're looking for anyone that's free and on weekends, nights that wants to come work on, radial versus work hall. Just show up Just show up. Don't even ask. Just show up here and be like, hey, I'm here to work on the car. No, don't do that. What if people actually started showing up?
I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go mow my grass.
All right, so you guys are gonna see this on the channel. We're gonna record when we go testing, so you guys get to see this thing. It's an absolute beast. When we were down in Orlando testing, it was a ton of fun, and you guys really only made a couple 60-foot, 100-foot hits, but just even that, just the burnout, staging, pulling the beams, like, it's rowdy.
Yeah, so the whole plan is just to get this thing ready, so when they finally release or open the borders over there, he can come over here and haul ass with it. That's the plan. And
just sitting it, let go of the button, and haul some ass.
That's it.
That works. All right, well, you guys definitely see more of this. If you have any questions on it, comment down below, and I'll refer to Jared to answer any of the questions, then we'll put them in the comment section. But this thing right here is it's a unit. So this thing was at PRI too. I mean, this thing is like, you guys are looking at some art right here.
Yeah, we was literally fixing to head to Orlando to test, and they was closing the borders for COVID bullcrap, and so Jared had to change all his flights and go back home. So the car's been on hold for that long.
Yeah, because or else he would have been stuck here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got.
To me, wouldn't have been a bad thing, but I'm sure he needs to go back home and make money. But
you'd have put him to work here, huh?
Yeah, he would have been asleep before or something.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head back to the shop. We're gonna be up here. You gotta let me know when it's going on the dyno, because we want to record it on the dyno. Let everybody see how badass this thing really is. And if you guys do need anything up here, dyno tuning services, TCAM performance, machine work, engine assembly, complete engine packages, dyno tuning, hub dynos. Really, you need to be here if you're gonna go fast.
We can help you make it happen.
And camshafts too. They got the black sheep camshaft, we got the lamb cam, and we got the big stick.
The ticket maker.
Yeah, I got a ticket I literally got a ticket yesterday because they said my car is too loud. What? What? And I'm sitting there just chopping, and I got pulled over. So
perfect. I'm
blaming you for that one.
Perfect.
I'll forward you that bill.
All right.
All right, y'all. Before we're heading out, they got something pretty special in the CNC here, so Kevin's gonna talk about it. First ever billet Gen 3 Hemi.
Water block.
Water block. All right. So first, explain to them what a water block is for everyone that doesn't know.
Hold water.
Holds water. So it's something you'll drive around on the street.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Street motor. Street motor obviously have to have water to stay cool. So we do a ton of Gen 3 Hemis specifically through DEVIN Performance. We partnered up with them on our Gen 3 side of things. All your Gen 3 needs, contact them, motor stuff. They'll ultimately, we partner on the deal. So, but anyways, this is one of the first. I think it is the first water block that we've done. It's all built, of course. You see, contact Skip at DEVIN. He can get you right on any of these things that you want. But the Gen 3 world is actually pretty big right now.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that this deal here is going to make it to where you can make tons of power. I mean, these guys with these Jeeps, it's crazy because they're heavy as hell but fast. But they make a ton of power.
And that's what a lot of these go in. You see these in like the new SRT8s, the Challengers, the Hellcats.
Yeah, right. We've been doing dart and sleeves in the factory casting blocks, and it works great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this ain't for everybody, of course, but this is going to obviously be a little more money. But I mean, look at it; it's like a diamond.
Yeah, and this you don't see. Well, just look at the machine. Like, it's crazy.
We're going to end up doing our top fuel hoops, boring. There's a lot of finished deck, and there's a lot of things that still has to be done to this guy here, but. It's pretty neat that the Gen 3 world's evolving the way it is. Like I said, Skip at DEVIN Performance, they're pushing the hell out of this.
So will this be a billet head deal as well?
I think there'll be options for that. Skip's working on it now, so there'll be some billet heads. The water's the biggest thing. It's hard to get water in a billet head. It really is.
Yeah.
So I'm not for sure he would be more than no in that deal, but
this thing right here it's a billet block for a street car-ish style deal. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you guys do it all. You do the big blocks, Hemis, small blocks. You do LS, Coyote, Gen 3 Hemi, small block Ford, small block Chevy. What don't you do?
We don't get no rest.
That's right. Stay busy. So I was actually talking with Kevin, and we're gonna have a special video for you guys maybe next week. You guys have seen me before not use a CNC when I put a motor together, and I've decked it, and I might have misinformed you guys a little bit because some people have been like, hey, you know, I took a whiz wheel to my deck, and you know, just like I saw John do it, and we're gonna do an informational video. So we're gonna come up here. The CNC you guys use for a lot of different things, but decking blocks and cylinder heads is one of its main uses.
Yes.
So you can tell, like, to the, what, thousands? Like,
Oh yeah. So what we'll do is after you deck the block,
with
block,
my right hand and a grinder.
Yep. So we'll have Nick right there. We'll have him put it in here, and we'll run the last word across it, kind of zero it in, see what you've done to it. And then what we'll do is we'll make a skim pass across it so we can see the highs and lows that you put in it with your whiz wheel.
Most of the time you get a block and put it in here and it's not square.
No, it's hardly ever square.
And that's one of the key things to having a good cylinder head clamp, right?
Right. I mean, your flat surface on top of each other, that's the way it's got to be. If your deck is shallow here, your heads, obviously cylinder pressure is going to push through, or easier to push through.
All right, so that's going to be a good video. Me personally, I think that I am just as good as the CNC.
You think you are?
I think I am. We might have to put lunch on it. Like, what's a good, what's intolerance? Now, obviously for you guys, you go for
What's
perfect.
intolerance?
What's tolerance? Okay. What about for human? There's a slight human error. Like, give me like 2 or 3. 2? Okay. If I'm within 2, if I'm with 2 tenths, right, I get lunch. And if not, I'll get everyone here lunch. That's how confident I am. All right.
Game on.
All right. So we're locked in. I think next week we'll bring it up here, 6-liter LS, and I'm gonna go to town. We're good.
Perfect.
All right. All right, y'all. So we're heading out here at TKM. We picked up 2 motors. Our buddy Josh, they literally do everything up here. Had a badass LT motor built for his CTSV. So this is an LT4, awesome build, pistons, rods, crank. It's got some headwork, got some good valve springs on it. That thing's gonna be awesome. He's got a Kong blower for that. You guys probably know Josh. Big, I call him Clifford, massive redhead dude. He's cool dude.
He's got the brother.
He's got the brother, yeah, that you guys think he's part of the LS Nasty drinking team. But over here we have the Bad Apple motor, and I know you guys are probably like, wait, I thought the Bad Apple motor went into the car. So we had an issue with the installation of the Bad Apple motor. A piston stop got broken off in the motor, and then it messed the threads up in the cylinder head, and then the threads were chased. Metal got in the motor, air got blown in the cylinder, metal went throughout the motor. So we had to, we took the head off and brought the head up here, and it's not a good deal. Brand new head, wasn't really in the best condition, that one spark plug hole. So thankfully Kevin and the guys got everything all figured out, repaired everything. We're concerned that there was so much metal in the motor that, like in the cylinder, that the best option was to take it up here. They disassembled it, reassembled everything, so we're good to go. So slight little hiccup there. It was a brand new motor, just came from TKM when we got it, and then we just had to make sure it got a good bill of health. We're glad that we did take it up here because they did find a lot of metal and stuff in some of the rings. So we're good to go. We're gonna get this installed and hopefully fired up this week. And yeah, so there's your TKM update. We're going to be doing a lot of badass stuff with them up here shortly, and I think it's going to be awesome. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. See you guys tomorrow's upload.
He gets the buy this round. Don Doc got the buy this round. The black sheep on the property. He got the buy for the next round. 15